With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Down the sideline he goes, inside the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Running left, it's Henry. Shreds the tackle, and he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's able to find Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A first down carry for Davis. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Handoff, running left is Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Here's 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Vick. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 91 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. On play action, Vick. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Henry running right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Vick. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Derrick Henry all alone. He's on his way. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. A give to Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Vic's throw there incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. That is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action now, Vic. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Vic to throw on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Up the middle to Davis. Busting free at the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Davis, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, Be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. First down, Vic. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A second down throw for Vic. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Vic on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.